ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Hello and welcome to RTA News Hour. Thanks for joining us. Today is February 20, 2025. I am Wahid Sultani. The Afghan embassy in Islamabad reports that it has held meetings with relevant Pakistani authorities regarding to the detention and estrangement of Afghan citizens in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. Afghan officials in Islamabad emphasized that representatives from Pakistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs acknowledged that the plan to expel all Afghan refugees from Islamabad, Rawalpindi and across the Pakistan shortly is definitive, and only Afghans with legal visas will be allowed to remain. More details in this report.
The Afghan embassy in Islamabad has released a statement confirming that the plan to expel all Afghan refugees from Islamabad and Rawalpindi is definitive, and a formal decision has been made that only those Afghans with legal visas can reside in these areas.
The officials of Afghan embassy in Islamabad have expressed serious concern regarding the expulsion of all Afghan refugees in such a short time, and the unilateral decision of Pakistan on this matter has been shared with Kabul to consider the dignified return of their citizens and the existing challenges in this regard.
Meanwhile, Afghan refugees in Pakistan report that Pakistan has begun a campaign of mistreatment against Afghan refugees in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, creating numerous problems for Afghan refugees residing there.
د افغان کډوالو وضعیت د نړۍ په پاکستان کې په خاص توګه پلازمینه اسلام آباد او پیل.
The situation of Afghan refugees in Pakistan, especially in the capital Islamabad, is extremely concerning. So far, no organization, not even UNHCR, has given serious attention to condition of Afghan refugees. This is a great injustice being done to the Afghan people. These people are being forcibly expelled from these cities. So the question is, where will they go? Under what conditions will they live? What will happen to their jobs, livelihoods, and their children's education? Similarly, Afghan officials need to sit with Pakistani authorities and find a solution to this issue.
The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR in Pakistan has requested and warned those Afghans with illegal documents to leave Islamabad and Rawalpindi by February 28th of this year.
The Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations Affairs have signed agreements worth about $1.7 million with domestic organizations. The Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations says that the partner organizations will spend this amount on providing food and cash to 31,909 returnees in Herat, Badghis, Farah, and Kandahar provinces. It's worth mentioning that agreements were signed between the Ministry of Refugees, Deputy Minister of Professional Affairs, Maulawi Abdurrahman Rashid, and representatives of the organizations. Sheikh Shahabuddin Dilawar, the General Director of the Afghan Red Crescent Society, met with Director General of the International Committee for Red Cross and the head of the committee in Afghanistan, and the Executive Director of Chinese Red Cross Committee, Wang Kei. During the meeting, Mr. Dilawar called our countries to donor organizations to provide comprehensive support to the Afghan Red Crescent Society in assisting the needy and victims and treating mental patients. At the same time, the Director General of the International Committee of Red Cross pledged to continue its efforts to expand assistance to the Afghan Red Crescent Society. Mullah Nuruddin Turabi, the General Director of the National Disaster Management Authority, met with Shahzad Jamil, Director of Cancer International for Afghanistan, and his delegation. Mr. Turabi said that due to its geographical location, Afghanistan is always faced with various natural disasters which cause casualties and financial losses to its citizens every year. He urged those organizations working in the field of disaster management to pay more attention to implementation of prevention of projects. The Director of Cancer International Organization for Afghanistan emphasized the continuation of future cooperation and added that, in addition to humanitarian assistance, special attention will be paid to implementation of preventive projects in the future. The Ministry of Interior Affairs says that there is no armed group in the country. Mufti Abdul Mateen Qane, the spokesperson for the ministry, adds that the security sector of the Islamic Emirate has been able to establish overall security in the country and assures that no one is worried about this. More details in this report.
The Ministry of Interior Affairs says that the security forces have become more professional than ever, and complete security has been established in the country as a result of good coordination of security institutions.
Alhamdulillah, Afghanistan ke.
Alhamdulillah, throughout Afghanistan there is no one, anywhere, neither in villages nor in cities, who is armed or poses a threat to our security, to our citizens or to foreigners. Our entire security apparatus, meaning the security sector, has become highly active and effective.
At the same time, people praise the unprecedented security in the country and add that since the Islamic Emirate retook power, all lawlessness and warlordism have been ended in the country.
Wherever there used to be roadblocks or places under the control of warlords, where people disregarded traffic rules and everyone acted like their own commander, those days are gone now. We are very happy about that. Bullying, dominance, theft and looting have completely disappeared.
The spokesman for the Interior Ministry previously told RTA News that there has been an increase of about 90% in police detections compared to the previous year, adding that the rate of criminal offences has also decreased by 30%.
The Ministry of Communication and Information Technology has announced in a press release that the project to connect Panjshir with fiber optics will begin next month. According to press release, the project will use fiber optics to connect the provincial capital of Panjshir, Bazarak, as well as the Shatal, Anaba, and Rukhat districts of the province. According to the ministry, the completion of this project will reduce the prices of internet and voice package and employ hundreds of people. A total of 69 Afghan citizens were released from Pakistani prisons and returned to their country yesterday. According to the Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations, they were arrested from different parts of Pakistan for lack of legal documents. Local officials in Farah province say that 1,000 acres of land have been allocated for the industrial town in the Mohammadabad area of provincial capital based on a special decree of Amir al-Mu'minin Hafazahullah, the leader of the Islamic Emirate. It's worth mentioning that recently thousands of acres of land have been allocated for the construction of industrial towns in various provinces of the country based on a special decree of the Islamic Emirates leader. That was all for tonight. Thanks for being with us. Have a great time.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا